Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer news. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona have agreed 20 million euro deal to sign Spanish midfielder Carlos Soler as Frankie de Jong's replacement. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this other report claiming that Barcelona are set to trigger 205 million euros boost, which will help them sign Robert Lewandowski easily. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into those stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. The Frankie de Jong saga has taken yet another U-turn as AS reports that Barcelona have agreed a 20 million euro deal to sign Carlos Soler from Valencia. He would, in theory, replace the Dutchman, who is moving closer to Manchester United. Reports today stated United to offer 85 million euros for de Jong, including variables which meet Barcelona's quoted price. Soler was linked to Barcelona a few months earlier, with rumors claiming that he will replace de Jong. However, this took a sharp right as Bernardo Silva came into the equation. Xavi believes that Bernardo is a better player for Barca and could recreate a Xavi Iniesta level of understanding with Pedri in midfield. This would thereon be complemented by Gavi, Frankesi and Nico Gonzalez as rotation options. The Soler rumors are in the fertile stage right now, and it will be far from the best idea to trust them, especially since Frankie de Jong does not want to leave Barcelona. A storm awaits the Camp Nou faithful. So with the Frankie de Jong saga still dragging on, Carlos Soler have entered the fray yet again. This is not the first time I've been talking about Carlos Soler. Some months back he was strongly linked, but when Bernardo Silva came into the equation, he was the most talked about. So I still don't know if Barca are still confused about what to do, what to go for, and because nothing has been completed yet for Frankie de Jong, but even though reports have been hugely positive on Manchester United's perspective, Barcelona, it is understandable that Barca start scouring other options that they see as replacement for de Jong. Why Bernardo Silva have been the most talked about in recent days, nothing concrete have been made. I mean, it's like, okay, maybe Barca, they want to see how the Frankie de Jong deal with United turns out, then they would to make a strong move for Man City, Bernardo Silva. But Bernardo Silva lately, nothing have been spoken about him, nothing yet. But we know about the interest from Bernardo Silva himself. He wants to go to Barcelona. He wants to play there, where he dreams of playing. But Barca are yet to open talks with the agent or to even make any serious move for him. So now getting reports of Barca reaching an agreement for 20 million euros to sign Spanish midfielder Soler is kind of surprising, If this report is to be believed, it's kind of surprising because we all know Xavi have been making it clear to the board that he wants but Bernardo Silva, as Frankie de Jong is likely to leave Barcelona to United. And honestly speaking, most fans would take Silva over Carlos Soler because Bernardo Silva is a world-class and is a top midfielder. We've been seeing his exploits at Man City and in Portugal as well, and it would be so good if Barca can have him, but not at the price that City are asking, because we know City are asking for up to 90 million euros, which definitely Barca will never pay that kind of amount for the 27-year-old. So let's see who will be the replacement for de Jong, because as it stands right now, from this report, Carlos Soler have returned to the fray, to Barca's radar as a potential replacement. But definitely going for Bernardo Silva, I personally think will be a better option, and Xavi probably thinks that will be a better option as well. So let's see what Barca decides to do. But Frankie de Jong saga is still on. Negotiations are not still done, but United are reportedly getting closer to meeting Barca's valuation worth 85 million euros. So it's going to be interesting to see how the next couple of weeks will look like at Barcelona. Then on to the next story of discussion. A recent report from RAC1 has issued an update on Barcelona's TV right issue, suggesting the club could be in for a bit of a ride as they attempt to sell at least 10% of the rights by Thursday. Earlier this month, the Barcelona Assembly approved the motion of selling a quarter of the club's TV rights deal in an attempt to generate revenue simultaneously. The Assembly also approved the sale of 49.9% of the Barca licensing and merchandising. Among the two, the sale of TV rights is expected to generate significant revenue. The report from Helena Condé suggests Barcelona are set to reach an agreement with Sixth Street, an American investment group. They will pay €205 million for 10% of the TV rights, which will help Barcelona close the 2021-22 season with profit. The list of other suitors include global banking giants Goldman Sachs, along with other financial behemoths. But with just a week remaining before Barca kickstart their training for the new season, the club are certainly running out of time. It will be imperative for Barcelona to sanction the sale of the assets as soon as possible. Knowing the funds generated through the deal could go a long way in helping Barca cover their losses and bring in new players, starting with Robert Lewandowski. Barcelona expect the situation to become clearer in the coming week, but given the current circumstances, the club are facing a race against time, especially if they continue to hold out for a hefty price tag of the TV rights. So in the coming days, Barcelona are expected to start selling some of those assets, and from the look of things, the TV rights will be the first to be sold. And they are saying that 10% of the TV rights, first of all, will be sold on Thursday. Let's see how it goes, because we quite remember the TV rights will be 25% totally that will be sold. And they are saying that 10% is expected to be sold this coming Thursday. Of course, that will do a lot to bring in some cash injection that will help Barca in their transfer targets, transfer negotiations. And looking at the report, they are saying that Barca will be targeting that first sale more for Robert Lewandowski, as of course things are getting harder and harder for them with each passing day, with Bayern holding out for a hefty asking price. Of course, we have been talking about 60 million. That's the latest when it comes to the price that Bayern have been asking, and I think 60 million is unrealistic. They will never get that kind of money, and I think Barca will never pay that amount of money. Even if the 50 million euros that was previously asked, that is a crazy amount that should never be paid by Barcelona. So let's see. With Barca expecting to sell the assets as soon as possible to generate those funds, it will be interesting to see how that money will be used when it comes to their players that they have been targeting. We have a lot of players on our radar, and none of them will come easy for Barcelona. Apart from the free agents, paying the players transfer fees will be an issue, because the clubs of those players are demanding a lot. So let's see if Barca can negotiate those transfer fees to be very low, so that they can afford those players as soon as possible, given that the preseason kicks off July 4th when Barca start their training. So let's see what happens in the coming weeks. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.